Hey everyone, my name is Michelle Walters and I am the owner, operator, spray tan artist, makeup artist of Island Glow. I'm based in Virginia, and I am also I love to talk about life and business and anything else that you want to know about. And on Facebook, I've been getting some messages about my opinions of starting a direct sales business or starting in a direct sales business, and is it really worth it? What is your opinion? So I just thought I would just do a video right here on YouTube so that anyone can see just what my honest opinion experience is and what I believe in, and hopefully it will help someone out there. And you may agree, you may not agree, and that's okay. We're all good. But my background is more in corporate America, working in the medical field. I was a flight attendant after that because I got bored of the medical field after 20 some years. And through that little bit of transition, I found myself saying yes and signing up for a direct sales business. Never even really knew much about direct sales at all. Never really even considered it, turned my nose up at it. I wasn't one of those party girls or went to any home parties. Didn't really support all of that because I just really wasn't into that world, to be honest with you. And so I did say yes to a direct sales business, and it was a makeup cosmetics business. And and I just first started because it just seemed like a really cool thing to do at the time it was presented to me. Number two, I was like a self-made businesswoman. I am a third generation entrepreneur. I didn't go to college because I didn't feel like I had the right focus at the time. So I just came out of high school, moved away at 17, and entered the working rise and grind world. But I love to work, and I work 2 and 3 jobs because I love money, and I just love the hustle. I love the grind, and I love being around people, and that I'm making a difference somewhere, wherever I choose to, hang my shingles on. So that's kind of exciting. Hold on, I've got to plug in my phone. Hang on a second. Sorry. And I'm talking to you while I'm sitting in DC traffic trying to head back to Richmond. So I'm not trying to do this and drive at the same time, but it is like at a snail's pace and I am just bored. So I'm going to talk to you. All right. So anyway, back to my journey. So I was married and divorced all at 23 years old, had a set of identical twin girls. In my divorce, my ex had a major drug, alcohol problem, sentenced to jail time. I got a speedy divorce, and at that time, all family members on both sides washed their hands and ran away. And so at 23, I was only making $17,000 a year, no child support, no family support. Couldn't even get on social services support because they said because I had a job and a bank account and a car that I could not get WIC and food stamps and anything else for my children. And that was crazy. I remember looking at the woman saying, I've been working since 15 years old. I've been paying taxes. I've been filing taxes since 15. You're telling me that I'm in a little situation and the county can't help me out, or the state? Flawed system, big time. All right. Anyway, things progressed. I got myself in some debt, and that's how it was for the next 8 years. At that point, I did find the right guy and got married, happily married all these years, but I brought a lot of debt into that marriage. So at the time that this direct sales company presented itself, I was flat out broke. I had more month than money, but I said yes, and I decided to jump in because I kept hearing that if you work this business kind of part-time around everything else in life, that you could make extra money to pay off debt. And I thought that was a pretty good deal. And I had about $20,000 debt I had to pay off. But I know me, and I have a crazy work ethic. So my work ethic was going to define my answer, basically. So I joined that direct sales business, and I'm more of a doer and a follow-througher and a work crazy person, and I'm very intrigued by things I'm not really sure about. So I just jumped all in. I was told to come to weekly meetings, so I did. I was told to practice on faces to get good at makeup, and so I did. I went to everything that my upline said to come to, the company said to come to, because how do you know what real success could be if you cut yourself short? And I'm not a shortcutter when it comes to learning and building a future for myself or getting to the end goal. I'm just not a shortcut taker, ever. You know, there are some people in life that were born and they're just Freddie freeloaders. There's Susie shortcutters, and then there's your Dottie doers. I'm a Dottie doer. What are you? So anyway, I just did what I was supposed to do. I paid off all my debt within about 18 months. And then I really was good at what I did. Like, I really discovered this whole new skill set about myself, and I loved it. And I didn't find my 70-hour grinding corporate job fun anymore. I was so blown away. But guess what? I took the plunge. I decided to resign from corporate America just like that, and to trust myself and go out and be on my own. Wow. So I did. And 2 or 3 months later, it was 2008, the economy crashed. I was never an adult on my own that's been through that, so that was kind of devastating. But at that point, it was kind of like sink or swim, because without a college education, I could never go apply for a job like I came from and earn the money, which was like way over $100,000 a year. I could never earn that back. I just couldn't at that point. I burned my bridge at where I came from, and I have a big ego, and I was not about to come crawling back, because fear was going to set in of how was I going to make money and pay my bills. What I did do is I put that fear and I put that into doubling my work hours into my direct sales business. And that's all I did. And I tried different techniques and tactics, and I can certainly do another video on how I got started. But let's just fast forward somewhere. From that point to 4 months after that, I was top 2% of that company. I also earned the use of my first career car that I didn't have to have a car payment, and it was really nice to drive a car that I didn't have to pay personal property tax on. You know, 6 months after that, I earned a second career car. 6 months after that, I drove that pink Cadillac, and I'm sure you could know what direct sales business I was in. But after that, it was just, I mean, the sky just opened up, and it was just the most amazing opportunity ever, 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 ever. And then a few years after that, an opportunity came along for me to take my cash, money I'd saved up, and purchase from someone selling a spray tan business. And the price was perfect. I wasn't even looking for the opportunity, but you know what? I felt pretty good and confident that I could buy a startup business and then just rebrand it, recreate it, and build it into something that is all my own. We're getting to celebrate 5 years with that business. 5 years. And if you know anything, 5 years with a successful profit level business is flat out freaking ridiculous, amazing, and you should be so proud. Even if you haven't made your first million by then, it doesn't matter. You need to measure success the way you measure success, not by what Wall Street says is successful or your neighbor or whoever else. But being in business for 5 years, being able to pay your bills, turn a profit, whatever your profit is, that's flipping amazing. So I'm asked all the time, oh, and I resigned my position at the direct sales business because I didn't want to run 2 different companies. And plus, direct sales, even though you get to learn how to be, you know, a business owner, you're not a real 100% business owner where you make every decision there is. There's lots of rules and guidelines and things that you have to abide by. And at that time, I just didn't want to abide by anyone's rules. I wanted to make my own rules. I felt like I've come to the place in my life and my career and my family and my experience that I need to just run my own rules as a real, you know, one single owner CEO. So wanted to give you that history because I wanted to give you some advice now based on my experience with direct sales, and then and being in a corporate America job before then, and now running my own company. When someone asks, is direct sales really worth getting into? Here's what I'm going to say. Direct sales, I believe, is the backbone of the United States of America. I involves a certain breed of people, no matter what the company is. I don't care what they're selling. It breeds people who are hungry to learn how to sell, public speak, make money, build a dream, learn all kinds of skills. Like, I can't even, like, right now I'm starting to drive now. It allows you to learn so many things about building a business in case you never went to college to learn that, or if you don't have a mentor to teach you that. I believe direct sales was why I'm successful right now. And I am a big one that gives credit where credit is due, and I will do that for the rest of my life, because I will never not give someone the proper credit, because it truly takes a village to build a successful person in business. So it's not just one thing, it's multiple levels. But I'm going to give a lot of credit to this direct sales business, the way it was structured, the way that resources were available at every different kind of angle. And I am so eternally grateful for that direct sales business, because it taught me money management. It taught me how to be an HR department. It taught me how to be a marketer. And man, I'm a flat out cool marketer. It taught me how to approach people when I'm very shy and I really don't want to approach people. It taught me how to brand. It taught me how to go book appointments, how to follow up with customer service, how to, just everything. I owe it to direct sales. So for so many of you, here's what I would suggest. Figure out what your passion is in life. Figure out what product, what service do you just love out there, and pick that direct sales business to give you the knowledge and the resources and the confidence to learn that whole entire industry. Seriously. If any time along that line you get really bored with that and you get attracted to something else, like, just say, here's one trend. There's so many many women love makeup and skincare. We just love all that stuff. We're a girly girl, we love that stuff. So you may join that direct sales business because you love that stuff. Then somewhere along the line, you see this clothing store pop up, that la, I never can pronounce the name. And then all of a sudden you love fashion. Oh my God, I love fashion. Well, decide at that point, which one is your passion? And listen, you have to give yourself permission somewhere along the journey that sometimes your passions change, and that's okay. Don't listen to your inner circle. If they're telling you, no, then fire them, because they don't live your life. Seriously. And it's your life. You do what you want to do. So anyway, find the industry that you can find your passion in, because when you truly find your passion, you're going to be really successful. Seriously. And so you want to find that industry. Then see how many direct sales businesses in that industry actually are available to you. Then go and do your research and find out which ones offer you a great structured business. How long have they been in business? Do they have good quality products? Because if the products aren't quality, you can just hang it up, because you're gonna be a loser on this end. How much is the investment in the beginning, and what's the reality time to get a return on your investment? Ask yourself, ask for referrals, ask for people who've been in the business. Do a lot of research, because just like you were taking your money to buy into a business or a franchise, you're going to sit there and do your homework. Do the same on a direct sales. Take it as I look at it as like a university, like a college, that you're sort of getting your feet wet. I think spending $100 to start a direct sales business is not a lot. I think it's a great investment. I believe that you should purchase some of their product and inventory to have on site. I think that's a great one. You decide if you want to spend $600 or $10,000 in that. That's really up to you. Still, keep in mind it's much cheaper than buying like a McDonald's or Starbucks franchise. So, you know what I mean? Make sure that the there's not a lot of risk involved for you to lose a lot of money in case you decide that really isn't for you. And you know what? You just got to go for it. And then what I want you to do is you want to ask yourself, will you do everything it takes to attend all the meetings, all the conference calls, all the trainings? Because if you're going to shortcut it, then you're already screwed, because you're not really attending university classes to get the education that you need to be successful. And if you say yes and you go all in, I mean like all daggone in, I want you to promise yourself you're going to stay in it as long as you can until you know you are completely 100% comfortable and confident that you could branch off and start building your own brand. That's what I want you to ask yourself. If it takes 2 years, wonderful. If it takes 12 years, wonderful. No one should put a time frame on it, and neither should you. Unless you have a 5-year plan or something like that. I want you to enjoy the journey. I want you to know that entrepreneurship is not easy, and it is very lonely at a lot of times. And you know, for the first couple of years, you probably won't make a really big profit. I mean, if someone's telling you that, if that direct sales company's telling you, it's a bunch of BS, because it ain't true. You got a lot of startup costs no matter what anyone tells you. You've got a lot of investment to do no matter what anyone tells you. And don't let them lie to you. But here's what you're going to do. You never know how those skills are going to mold you and shape you and get you so confident that you can truly, truly, truly run your own business. I would say every 10 years, you will probably reinvent yourself. So give yourself permission to do so. In fact, I find it really exciting because every 10 years, you're going to do something just a little bit different. Isn't that exciting? Like, you never will get bored in life. And so when someone asks, is a direct sales company worth investing? My answer is always going to be yes, because I am a success story. Did everything always go right at every time I held an appointment or went somewhere? Absolutely not. I failed more times than I can remember. And I don't really choose to remember too much of that, because why? Why dwell on it? But if you see me successful today and you feel like I'm happy and I'm this and that, well, it's true, because I design my day and my life and my career and my future to be successful all the time. My success definition will be so different than what yours is, but I feel very successful, and I feel that I got so much education, really almost all education, from being involved in a direct sales company. Now, I'm not full force in that direct sales company now. I still keep myself active because over a decade, I have an amazing, enormous customer base, and I love this product still, but I don't, and it would be stupid to walk away from customers that I love so much and I've spent time and energy to build relationships with. So I'm not a big fan when someone quits a direct sales business, they just leave their customers behind. I think that is the most asinine thing I've ever heard in my life. But that direct sales business has everything to do with where I'm at right now. You know, I think of now as I am now a global makeup artist. I get to travel the country, travel outside the world. I get to teach others how to build a business or makeup skills. I get to take all of that and meet the most amazing people that just keep opening doors of opportunity. And I'm grateful for every part of that. And it all started with how I learned how to meet a customer, build a customer, have a relationship with a customer through a direct sales business. So I encourage any of you, if you haven't been doing your all, why? Ask yourself why. What are you scared of? And why haven't you? Why are you taking shortcuts, and why, and how is that working for you? How is that working for you? Are you jealous because other people are getting it and being happy and successful and you're not? Well, take a look at your activity. You do have to rise and grind every day. I rise and grind 6 days a week. I don't do anything on Sundays because I'm going to honor that day and be family day and recharge the batteries. But Monday through Saturday, I am grinding, even grinding and hustling behind the hustle. So when you see me hustling out there on any social media platform or in person, I'm hustling behind that hustle. And the payoff is so worth it. And so I owe that all back to starting and learning in my direct sales business. So, hope that helps you. You know, anytime you want to hear some real life facts and stuff like that, you know, I may not be the expert upon all experts, but I'm going to give you my best advice based on my experience, based on what I know. I would never want to tell you wrong. You may agree or disagree, and that's okay. We just gonna love each other no matter what. But I bet you can take one piece of something that I can drop into your spirit so that it could motivate you to be something else. So if you're unhappy where you're at, you have to look at not so much the company or your upline, because everyone should have independent in front of their name where you can pick and choose where you want to go get fed. Don't buy into that bull loney that you have to be stuck with the person that you signed up under, because that is so not true. Maybe it's not nice on their end that you want to go somewhere else, but listen, you got to go where you're going to get fed. Seriously, okay? Unless they're really paying your bills, they don't get to call the shots. I'm just saying. Okay, and you need to be happy. Be happy, happy, happy. But you got to get up. You got to be ready to work, ladies and gentlemen. You got to work. And yeah, work, work, work. It's a hard 4-letter word for some people to like sink into their head, because this ain't going to come knocking at your door. You have to go knocking on more doors than ever. But 10 years down the road, you're gonna be in a whole different league, and it's gonna feel so good. Anyway, all right, well, traffic is moving. Gotta roll, gotta be safe, gotta get off this phone. Can't get a ticket or an accident, not cool. Leave me some comments below. Follow us on Instagram, you know, our website, sign up for our newsletters. Go join our Facebook page, Island Glow BA. I mean, just follow me everywhere. I'm doing makeup and spray tans, and oh my God, so much new stuff is dropping out of the sky. I cannot even keep up with it. I might have to start my own direct sales business in the spray tanning business. I've been trying to think, what can I do to start my own like direct sales business? Because I got the knowledge and know how to do it. Now I just need to execute, put it into action. Okay, make sure you subscribe below and tell me what you think. Love you all. I believe so much in you. I want you to start believing in you. I want you to turn your thinking around. I want you to give yourself positive self-talk. Tighten up your inner circle so that only positive, supporting, loving people will be in your circle, and they will just support you no matter what, whether they understand what you're doing or not. That doesn't matter. They just need to love you and just trust you that you'll make decisions based on what you want. Okay, see you later. Peace.